Hello everyone, this is Nicolor4567 and welcome back to another Modsauce episode. Yes, we are here playing some Modsauce and I am at the new base. I'm just loving this place to death. It's so great and yeah. So we're here and to start off this episode I want to show you guys some this cool thing. So I have this rod of light. This is from Lights. Invisible Lights. Invisible lights, I guess. Anyways, this thing, if you have glowstone dust in your inventory, it'll consume 2 glowstone dust, and it'll create. Did I do it? Oh no, A shift. Okay, it'll create these things called light sources. So if I shift click with the rod, it'll make them visible and invisible to the eye. So I'm gonna have them visible right now, and so it'll consume 2 glowstone dust. So we have 62 plus a stack of glowstone. If I just right click, it makes this invisible block. We can walk through it, right click, everyone else will see this, basically. And so they won't see the light, but it'll be there. So this is going to be a nice way of lighting up our base, I think. So I'm going to hit F7, and this way we'll be able to see um, spots that need lighting up. So we're going to be able to remove these torches, and this Rod of Darkness basically just removes the blocks, but it doesn't give you the glowstone back. So yeah, I need to find cool ways of implementing this. I might just put them like in the corners. So this is gonna be like a nice way of lighting up our base, um, without like worrying about torches or carpenter's blocks, and it'll prevent spawns very nicely. So I might just line the innards of this thing like every other thing. Just do it because it doesn't matter because you can walk through them anyways. So once it's turned off, I'll just be like, oh, okay, yeah, just talking. So it'll be nice though because it'll be all lit up and we won't have to worry about torches. So I'm probably gonna go do that and then I'll be back and we can start working on crafting CPUs and all that fun stuff. Alright guys, so I have infested this area with lights, probably overdoing it a little bit, but I mean who really cares? I like places to be really well lit up, and now I'm not going to do any on the ceiling, although I should eventually until I get rid of my night vision. So right now I have night vision 2 constantly, which it was good in the beginning, but now it's kind of just like a pain because I want to see where areas are dark without hitting F7. So yeah, I just hit F7 again to get rid of those X's. Frames to go up a little bit. But yes, now we have all these, and if I see that these are having problems, I could just basically use my Rod of Darkness and get rid of them. So not really that big of a deal, but just shift right clicking like that, and now they're invisible completely. You can't even see that they're there. Like there's a block right there, but you can't see it. Now I'm pretty sure if we try to place a block right there, it won't work. Let's see. Can I go into a golden bag of holding somewhere? Okay, so can we... Yeah, see, this is where a light source is, and we can't put a block. So if we ever experience that problem, I could always just uh, ding it on and then remove the block really easily. And since we have so many lights, it won't have that much of an effect. And we might look into other ways of lighting in the future, but for now I think that's pretty good. I also need to get those torches down there. I forgot about those, but yeah, I think we're good for now with that. So what we want to do is, what I want to do at least this episode is, first let me put away this glowstone. I want to get some crafting stuff going. So let's look up applied energy sticks because I am so tired of crafting these storage cells. They're just really annoying to craft, and I can automate it so easily now. I have resources, I have everything. Why should I be doing anything? I shouldn't even have to lift a finger. Okay, so right now we need these crafting units. So I already made some of these. First, let me turn these into blocks because that's gonna really annoy me. Yeah, I've been trying to go through some of these nether ores and refine them because they will take up less space in block form. Um, well, the lapis doesn't, but everything else does basically. So yeah, because lapis, like for every ore, you get 24 lapis, and then that's like 2.5 blocks. So yeah, it takes up more space in the long run. Okay, I'm experiencing some frames issues already from those things. I'll have to see if that's just recording or if that's something else. Because, you know, there could be several variables, not just those light things, because now it's back. Okay, anyways, what we want to do right now is, let's look at crafting. I think, yeah, so I made enough for one little setup that we're going to do, and then I need these things right here too. A molecular assembler. I think I made some of those too. Molecular assembler, and then we need interface. Alright, so the design I'm going for, I'm pretty sure this is the design I wanted. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this right anyways. We'll just assemble this one in this thing right over here. So we put these down right there. They turn into that, and then we can put the coprocessors down, and yeah, they make the multi-block structure. And then I'm pretty sure we can take this guy and put them on the light blue ones. I'm pretty sure these go on the light blue and the interfaces go on the purple, right? So we could put these like that, and then let's pop these up here. Interfaces. So what this is going to do is, so how this works basically, maybe I should start off with that first. I'm pretty sure is we need these processing units. So this is like what we had in the last thing. So this is 64K crafting storage, and you can't right click on this or anything. But then we have the processing units. The processing unit's going to make this go faster, and then the 64K storage I think is going to make it go faster too. It's just going to allow it to do more things at once. So this all together is a multi-block structure, and each of these molecular assemblers is different, and we can just put a pattern in here by itself and it'll work. But what we can also do is we can put patterns in these interfaces, and then the interface, whatever molecular assemblers it's touching, it'll work with those to create when we craft the things. So each interface right now is supplying us with 9 total crafting spaces, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of those, right? So we have 6 of these interfaces, and I think they're each supplying us 9, or this whole multi-block structure might just be supplying us 9. I'm not really sure, but yeah, basically what we're going to do is, if I had a crafting for, let's say, can't craft that. If I had a crafting for something practical that we know about, a 64 ME storage component, like just to craft these ingredients into that, I could put that in here, and then that would, if it was crafting those, it could use either of these 4 different things. So it's a pretty nice setup. I'm not the first person to come up with it. I'm just using a design that someone else did, because this new AE2 stuff is kind of confusing. So yeah, we want to do it in a way that we know will work. Yeah, I'm not going to try to experiment really, because whatever, who cares. Where are we right now? Okay, we still have some little bit to go. We good now? Okay. So this pick is so fast, by the way, I love it. And what we need to do now is we need to have a way of getting cables to that. So what we could probably do right now for the moment is just run, where's my cable? I should have some up here. We need to run cable from there, from this all the way over, from our system all the way over to here. So we're gonna get some dense cable to do this. I think we might, yeah, we're gonna get dense cable to do this, and we're gonna run dense cable over here, and that can store 32 channels. But for that, we're gonna need a ME controller. So I'm gonna get some stuff together, and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about if you're a little confused. Alright guys, so we're gonna get a little techie right here. So something I actually just forgot to make that I just realized that we're going to need is, if I can find it right here. Okay, so a memory card. That should be simple. Okay. So what we're going to want to do is we need a setup controller. So this can be a multi-block structure, right? So the way we're going to do this, we're just going to set it up right here for the temp, and then we can get some cable and connect this, right? So now it glows up. Yay, glowing. So what we're going to want to do is, let's get underneath these guys, shall we? Okay, that worked. Let's go further. So I'm just getting us some breathing space really right here. So what we can do with this is we can take, this is definitely not like something that you have to do, but what I'm going to do at least is I'm going to take a dense cable which can hold 32 channels, and I'm going to take a P2P tunnel and connect it right there. So what this is going to do is this is going to take those 32 channels and it's going to save it on this P2P channel. So we can just save those settings, right, I think. And then we can take regular cable. Oh, you know what I did? I didn't make this the correct color cable. Hold on. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. So we need some blue cable that I made. And first of all, let's just fix this real quick. This has to be blue, because that goes with the whole look. Okay, that's better. It's way better. And there. So what we're going to do is we are going to take this cable, and we're going to connect it there, and we are going to run this, because the dense cable is basically the cost of 4 of these regular cables, plus some other stuff. So we don't want to use that as our primary like cable to go long distance with, because it's just going to be expensive for no reason. Whereas we can just come over here and we can, in this tunnel that we made, we can just come down here and run this cable. Now I know this might not be the most interesting thing in the world, but bear with me please. So we can run this cheaper cable all the way down here, and we can take our P2P tunnel, display it there, and we can load our settings, right? And then if we take our dense cable, put dense cable here, right? And that should connect up, yeah. And then now we have 32 channels on this dense cable. So what we're going to want to do with that is we're going to take 8 channels and go right there, because this regular cable can only hold 8 channels, and we're going to do that with blue, because I like blue more. So yeah, now this should be hooked up to the thing. So we can actually check to make sure that this is all hooked up by going over here, and wait, it should be using some channels, right? So if we come over here, is this is 0 channels. Okay. Device offline. That's not good. Oh, I know why. So we need to come down here. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. We're gonna go get out real quick. Just real quick. Okay, this is online now. We needed to connect this up to something. So now that because it needed power. So now that is connected up to the system, this should be glowing. Is this glowing? See, that should be glowing. What if I load settings again? Okay, device online. It says that now. It says that. So 7 of 32 channels. This is using 7. So is our cable back there using 7 channels? This is the test, really. If this is using, okay, this is using 7 channels. So what we did, it seems confusing. Oh, this is okay. This is okay. So what we did is we basically took this cable and we did this P2P tunnel. This is point to point, I'm pretty sure. And we just basically made it act like this other connecting cable wasn't there, and it just went straight there. Let's just think of it like that. And since we're using this controller, this can have 32 channels, which is what we need. And each of these things uses 7 channels. Each of these little 2x2 things, right? So we have that set up. Now what we need to do is we can get some crafting CPU junk set up. So I might get, we need a certain type of panel. I think pattern terminal, we're definitely gonna need this. So yeah, it's just gonna take me crafting up some things. Do I have that stuff? Oh, I need, yeah, it's gonna take me some crafting some things. So I'm gonna go craft that stuff, and then I'll be back and show you guys what I'm gonna do. Alright guys, so I added these 2 other terminals here, and I think this is what we need to get this thing working. So we're gonna test this out. Remember, this is the first time I'm ever doing this, so I might be a little rusty. But yeah, we have that thing, we got that working, which was a big step. And the way I want to power a lot of my stuff is just have different P2P tunnels, basically, for all the different things. And we can use different colored dense cables in order to have different colored like different, like so that they don't connect, and then we can have different P2P tunnels, and we can just have a whole system running like that. So that should be pretty cool. And if we not come down here, if we just stay up here, then over here we have a pattern terminal. And basically what this is how you make your patterns. You have a pattern here, make this, you can take your items, you know, make a bee soup, whatever. You just do that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make something for something very basic, which is, where is it? 1K storage. So we're just going to make this right here. And this is how I want to make it. This is the recipe. So that, and then I can encode that, right? So now if I take this, this is a pattern, and I can take this interface terminal. If I click this, I can pop that in there, and then, as if we look right here, oh, why is this on A to Z again? Oh, because I broke it. If we go, what's that called? 1K? Oh, I can't type in numbers. Okay, so, what is this called again? Processing something. We could just go to view craftable. And this is here! So we can make like 10 of these now, and it'll show us the materials that we need. And then we can hit start, and then if we come down here, it might be too quick for us to catch. But, yeah, this is all glowing, which is great. Now, I want to see something. Did it put the pattern in here? In any of these? Because that's one of my biggest questions. Okay, so put it in this one. So, it'll use those 4 things to craft. Pretty sweet. So, now we can automatically put those in, and now we have... this is saying we have 6 molecular assemblers. We have all this space to put in things, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure we can go over 6. So, we can just make a bunch of patterns real quick. Like, we have 6 blank patterns right here, so we should be able to just do, like, a bunch of stuff. Alright, guys, so I have made a few more patterns. I kind of cut there because it was getting a little... I need to make all those patterns, and wasn't going to show that. So, saved you some of that nonsense. Anyways, so I made a bunch of patterns, and you can see I could put in more than just 6 patterns. This means we have 6 molecular assemblers, so yeah, I got confused about that at first too. So yeah, that's I put them in this so that hopefully if I put them like this, it would craft them. It put them in different interfaces so that it could craft them. Like so I want them to be in different interfaces so that they're not all trying to use the same molecular assembler. And I'm hoping that if I put them vertically like this instead of horizontally, that it will do different interfaces. So we can check that right now. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, they each have different interfaces, each of the different components to make a 64K storage drive. So, yeah, there's 4K, 16K. Okay, that's nice because that was one of the main things that I was getting sick and tired of crafting. So, now if we go to 64K, let's go to storage. 64K, right? We want one of these. If we hit this, oh, I already have a 64K storage component. Okay, so let's just make that real quick, and then let's make another one. It's going to show us that we need some more redstone, but we have everything else to make it. So if we go redstone, I just have that in blocks, so this is still in that. Redstone. You can just dump a lot of this into the system, and then if we go to drive, storage, if we go here, I already have one of them, and then make one, we have all the stuff. So if we start here, we might be able to catch it making some stuff. You can see it's throwing the... Oh, I think it already made it. Okay. Anyways, it has a nice visual effect. That's what I wanted to show you mainly. But now we can start to get a bunch of 64K storage drives, and we can start changing out these 4Ks because they are filling up, and that's not good. And we don't really have that much stuff when you think about it. So yeah, we don't have that many drives either. So it kind of fits. Anyways, I think what I need to do now is I want to at least fill up 4 of these and get these working. I should be able to do that with these cables. I need to figure out a way to do these cables better than how I'm doing them currently. But yeah, see, this can only do 32, and each of these does 7. So it's only going to be able to do these first 4, and then I'm going to have to use another dense cable. But I don't really care. You can use like subnetworks and stuff to do this too, but I'm not really too into those, to be honest. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go see how many more of those I can get done. Hopefully with the crafting in here, like if I just do 64k crafting things, if I just go like, let's see, I'm gonna need a total of six more of those. If I go to next, see, it'll tell me I need redstone, I need quartz glass, glowstone, pure Certus quartz crystals, and then I can start getting that stuff together to make it. So, yeah, that'll be kind of boring, but I'll go do that. Alright guys, so for the rest of this video, because I'm going to do that stuff probably by next episode because it's going to take a while to get the resources. So anyways, for this, all the 64k stuff that is. So yeah, so for the rest of this video, I think what we should do is we should work on upgrading our octuple compressed cobblestone situation, because last we checked we only had like a few item transfer nodes set up with like deep store, and it was kind of ghetto. So let's set up a proper room for that. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is like the middle of these hallways because these are 15 by 15. So I think this is 8, right? Wait, what's this? What is it? Oh my gosh, looks like someone actually decided to set this up for us already. How convenient. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a ghost, I guess. No, that was me. So, yeah, that was terrible acting. But over here, we have this room that I made. It's very basic right now. I'll spruce it up later. But we have one of our drums of lava, and we can come here and set up our cobblestone generators. So what we're going to do is we're going to have them all, and then they're all going to meet up in the center with wiring right there. And right now we have 30 million cobblestone. So maybe, well, eventually we'll also need to work on, what am I saying? Crafting all of that, like if getting a nice way to craft it quickly. So we'll look into a few different methods for that. But, yeah, so what we need to do now is just, let's get a infinite water supply going. Of course, none of those blocks had base, but, yeah, now we can just go like this, and then, so how are we gonna do this? Let's do water first, then lava on this side, and then on this side, we'll do lava, then water. You know, just to be cool. And there, and then there, and finally here. So now I need to set up these item transfer nodes, and in this golden bag of holding, we have a ton of world interaction upgrades. So up here in this top few rows, these top 2 rows, I crafted up 1,000 world interaction upgrades, and I put them there. And then I went back over to the old base, and I grabbed the world interaction upgrades we had there, making cobblestone then, and it's not that much less than that. So we're basically going to a little bit more than double the speed currently. Eventually I want to just get all these set up with the maximum amount. So yeah, each item transfer node we're going to have a stack of in each item transfer node we are going to have a stack of world interaction upgrades. So that should be pretty cool. But yeah, I need to set all these guys up, and we're also going to have 16 speed upgrades in all of these. That was weird. 16 speed upgrades in all of these, so they'll go, you know, at a nice rate, and then we can see where we're at. I'm probably gonna make some more world interaction upgrades and get all these guys filled up, and then we'll see how fast we're producing cobblestone. So hopefully it's at a very, very fast rate. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I have that all set up. Okay, guys, I'm back, and this is what I came out with. So, first, initially, I just had this guy, right? Pumping cobblestone into him, with all 8 of these hooked up, but, let's just unhook these. Okay, that's working. But if I do that, we can connect all these guys together. If I do that, you can see the rate's going up, but it's kind of stuttery. It's really It's really weird. It's not like fluent. But I guess that's because like these aren't like working 100% of the time, I guess. But oh, that guy I messed up on. I need to put in upgrades into him. I forgot to do that. But you see, oh, well before this cobblestone was not getting sucked out. Like as you can see, it's taking a really long time for the cobblestone to get sucked out of here, right? Like longer than it would take. Like by this time, another cobblestone would have already been put into here. So yeah, it's not being as efficient as it can be. And we're having the problem with these two sections right here on both sides. These first two sections are running great though. Like right as the cobblestone comes in, it comes out. So I don't know if there's like, what are these? These are pipes. I don't know if there's like an upgraded pipe, but like that's faster. But for now, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this pumping out of into two different units. See, so this guy can go up like that, and then this guy can go up also. And then eventually these guys will just be pumped into the same place anyways, so it doesn't really matter because it's not like we're crafting them here right now. So yeah, I think that settles that room. And I was trying to debate whether or not I should connect it. Maybe I will. Just for giggles. Okay, and then I guess on the other side we could possibly have the crafting section, because I'm not crafting all that with applied energy sticks. That, first of all, would take way too long. Second of all, like, why bother when there's so many other ways to craft things that would be way easier than setting all that up. We saw how stressful that was today. Okay, so anyways, guys, hopefully this will help out our octuple compressed cobblestone journey. We're almost there. We're at 30 million right now, which is pretty crazy, and then this should help significantly. So, um, this giant setup, because we basically, before, I think, I didn't show it, but I think I had 3 set up. Now I have 8. Well, almost 8. This guy still needs to be set up, but we basically have 8, and that's pretty crazy, I think. I think we actually had an extra 40 in here. I had to craft more. I had to craft like 256 more of these guys, so yeah. Eventually I'll get this guy with the right upgrades. I mean, I guess we could add in more speed upgrades, but I don't think that would help with this. I think it's just better to have 2, honestly, because it's not really hurting us in any way having 2 separate things. It actually kind of looks cool. So I think we'll just leave it like that. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. My name is Nicolo4567. It did take a bit of prep to do this and some effort, so, you know, just let me know what you think about it. Let me know if I can do anything different. Let me know if what I could do with this giant blank ceiling up here. Kind of want to incorporate like some blue into the ceiling. I think that would look nice. But yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully. My name is Nicolo4567, and I will catch you around. Goodbye.